Hello, I want to introduce myself. My name is Primordia Vox, and I'm going to start this little channel here about Guild Wars 2. I don't know how many people really play, but I do want to just show what I do. I think part of it is just to share a little bit, and a lot of this has to do with not taking any notes and just going through, playing the game, having fun, and sharing my experience with everybody else. This is not going to be any kind of review. This is not going to be any kind of critique of the game, just my own personal input for a lot of fun. I hope people enjoy it. So, the character that I mainly play, Primordia Vox, is a Mesmer, specifically conditioned and geared with staff as my weapons. And I like to play as a Mirage class, primarily. I do have a few other alts, a Guardian, a Ranger, an Elementalist that is right now I don't really put a lot of time and effort into. I really like the Ranger class as the next one. But here, I'm going through, in this video, you'll see me, going through collecting some masteries in the Desert Oasis area, trying to upgrade all my mounts that I have. As far as PC specs go, I'm playing on an old rig, not going to lie at all. Frame rates are pretty terrible for me. But I'm still having a lot of fun. I'm working on upgrading a rig. Mine that I have right now is over 10 years old, and I stopped playing any video games really besides console stuff, mostly due to having kids and work and all that good stuff. But now this is just for fun now, so I'm back into it, really enjoying the game, going into a lot of the expansions here in the past 2 or 3 months, and really just enjoying it, getting more of the mounts. This video here is a couple weeks old, but currently I'm working on the Griffin collections so that I can get my Griffins, and so a lot of it right now is just really trying to get enough gold to purchase all the collections that I need for it. So, all right, tell you a little bit about myself. Yeah, like I said, I work full-time. I have kids, so at the end of the day, maybe I get an hour. Maybe I'll get 3 hours, depends on how late I want to stay up after they go to bed. But it's all about fun and enjoyment, and that's what I really wanted to talk to you about this game for me, and what it is that I really like about it. The game itself is really good for my play style, my lifestyle, and also visually and combat pleasing for me. I like the combat where I can move, dodge, roll, and do everything in quick time, as opposed to some other MMORPGs that I've played in the past. And also I can play pretty solo for the majority of the game, which I really like. I love the open world events. There's nothing more fun to me than the open world events, getting into a meta chain and doing those and getting the gear, the loot, everything that I really need from those, just so I can just keep on playing and progressing horizontally with this game. I've been watching a lot of videos and talk about horizontal versus vertical progression, and I recommend going and watching some of those other games about progression on this. I like that I really don't have to worry about getting new gear with each expansion or each living season or anything like that. I like having gear, knowing that it's good. If I want other gear to be more of a power base versus condition, I can do that. I can change up my characters any way I want to. If I decide I'm bored with running a staff weapon 100%, I can change anytime I want to. Plus, I've got alts. I have alt-itis really bad. All right, I'm going around topic to topic really fast. But I do want to talk about some of the other games that I played, so you're familiar with some of the experience that I do have. When I started MMORPGs or PC gaming in general, I really started with a game that came out in, I think, 2004 called City of Heroes. Loved the game so much, mostly because I'm a superhero guy. I'm not much of a fantasy guy, but I'm a superhero guy. And of course, City of Heroes sunsetted around 2012, I think. Someone fact check me. It's fine. But I just really love the game. Other than that, the other game that competed with that was DC Universe Online. It's still going. I don't have a subscription to it anymore, but it really, it really was a fun game at first, and then it became about that vertical progression. It really got to a point where I couldn't keep up with the gear, the grind, and then, everything that you had to do. You had to get into a group to play, which, pugging's not too bad, but really just trying to find a group that I could play very casually with. It was just getting so difficult. The community was getting their standards up really, really high, and not really good for the casual player anymore. That's why I turned back to Guild Wars 2 a few months ago. I'd always thought about the game and the several year break that I took from it. The thing that kept me away from the game so much, besides life, was that my PC is getting old and can't handle it as well as it could, or I want it to. So I've decided, here in the next few months, I'm going to invest money into a new PC, probably build my own, which I'm looking forward to. But a lot of it, is just to get me back into the game, playing this. I'm enjoying it so much. The grind for gold and things has been good and fine, but I really look forward to it. So back to City of Heroes. Some of the things I liked about City of Heroes was it was a game that fit my lifestyle of working full time, then getting in and trying to play a game that I didn't have to chase gear. If you've never played City of Heroes, but it's a 1 to 50 play. Once you hit level 50, you can, you had things for end game progression, such as getting enhancements and building up your character. But really from there, it was a very social aspect. I wasn't a part of any kind of league or group into it, but I was getting in every day, playing a couple hours, and able to find people in my team that was really great. City of Heroes didn't go with the normal tank DPS heal. You had tank DPS heal, of course, but you also had crowd control elements with their controllers. You had, they did develop pets after City of Villains expansion. But I think overall pugging was really just, someone puts in a shout, says, hey, we're looking for a healer. And you'd go in and you would heal. Some healers were stronger than others. A lot of that was just really based on their enhancements and things, but it was a game that anybody could get in and play just a little bit. You didn't have to be the best. There was no competition for out healing or out being the best tanker or being the best DPS. It was you get in and you get to run missions and actually play the game. So that's what I really liked, getting in the game to play the game and not have to compete and not have to be one of those kind of people that need to be the top at anything. And that's what I've done with Guild Wars 2. I don't feel that there's any pressure for me to get in and be the top player. you know, if I keep going with this, you'll also realize that I don't do any World v. World or PvP. It's like I said, it's just not my thing. I've been in and done it a little bit, but the mechanics and I just, yeah, I just don't like that. I like to get in and feel like I'm being a part of the story, or that I'm progressing in some way. And PVE fills that niche for me. The other thing about Guild Wars 2 that really fits my playstyle, or fits the need for what I need in a game, is really my character itself. Primordia Vox, that's my handle that I use on pretty much every game that I play. He has the look that I like, very visually pleasing, but also the play style. I like a ranged class, and for me right now, this Mesmer is really filling that void. So I really do hope you enjoy listening to me and watching me get these masteries. I'm not the best player that I could be, or that other people are, but I'm just kind of making these videos for myself and for fun. So please, if anybody has any suggestions, put them in the comments. Anything you would like to see me do or try. I'm not huge into tutorials, but I could definitely make some if anybody is looking for those. But there's so many out there. I don't think that that's something I really need to do. Or, I don't think I could make a major contribution to anybody out there. What I'm here is just for both myself and anybody else that wants to watch more Guild Wars 2 content. And I hope you enjoy, and I will hopefully see you all soon. Thank you.